To obtain electrical licensure requirements from other states, you can follow a systematic approach. Firstly, directly contact the licensing board in the specific state you are interested in. Most states have an official website for their electrical licensing board. You can typically find this with a simple web search like state name electrical licensing board. Secondly, visit the official website of the state's electrical licensing board. Most websites have a dedicated section for licensing requirements and applications. These sections often contain detailed information about the process, necessary forms, and contact information for further inquiries. Thirdly, review the requirements online. Check the website thoroughly for information on education, experience, and examination requirements. This information is crucial to understanding what is needed to obtain a license in that particular state. If the requirements are available online, you can often download a printable application for review. This allows you to carefully examine the details and gather all necessary documentation. If you cannot find the information you need online, you can contact the licensing board directly by email or phone. Request a copy of the licensing requirements to be sent to you. This ensures you have the most accurate and up-to-date information. For specific states, consider these resources. For Florida, visit the Florida Department of Business and Professional Regulation Electrical Contractors Licensing Board. The website is mfloridalicence.com/DVPR/electrical. For California, refer to the California Contractors State License Board. The website is CSLB. For Texas, check the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation Electrical Licensing Board. Their website is TDLR. Texas. /electricians. For New York, consult the New York State Department of Labor, Division of Licensing Services, Electrical Licensing Unit. The website is Labor. NY. /worker protection /safety health /safety topics /electrical / In addition to individual state boards, explore resources related to reciprocal agreements. Check the websites of licensing boards in other states to see if they have any reciprocal agreements with New Jersey. Reciprocal agreements can simplify the licensing process for electricians moving between states. Consider the National Electrical Contractors Association, or NECA. NECA offers resources and information on electrical licensing requirements in various states. Their website is neca.org. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, or IBU, also provides information on electrical licensing requirements and reciprocity agreements. Their website is ibu.org. Remember that it is always recommended to verify the most up-to-date requirements directly with the licensing board in each state. Regulations can change, and it is essential to have the latest information. Ensure you meet all education requirements, including any specific coursework or apprenticeship hours. Many states require a combination of classroom learning and on-the-job training under a licensed electrician. Understand the experience requirements, which typically involve a certain number of years working as an electrician. Document your experience accurately, as you will need to provide proof of employment. Be prepared for examinations. Most states require candidates to pass an electrical exam to demonstrate their knowledge of electrical codes and practices. Study the relevant electrical codes, such as the National Electrical Code or NEC, and practice with sample questions. Gather all necessary documentation, including proof of education, experience, and any other required certifications. Complete the application form accurately and submit it along with the required fees. Be aware of continuing education requirements. Many states require licensed electricians to complete continuing education courses to stay up to date with changes in the electrical code and industry practices. Keep your license current by renewing it on time and fulfilling all continuing education requirements. Consider joining professional organizations like NECA or IBU to stay informed about industry trends, licensing updates, and networking opportunities. Before beginning any electrical work, ensure you have the necessary permits and approvals from local authorities. Follow all safety regulations and best practices to protect yourself and others. If you are moving to a new state, research the local electrical codes and regulations, as they may differ from those in your previous location. Networking with other electricians in your new state can provide valuable insights and support. Consider attending local electrical trade shows and conferences to learn about new products, technologies, and regulations. Stay informed about changes to the National Electrical Code, as these changes can affect electrical installations and practices. Familiarize yourself with the specific requirements for different types of electrical work, such as residential, commercial, or industrial. Understand the requirements for grounding and bonding electrical systems to ensure safety and prevent electrical hazards. Be aware of the requirements for overcurrent protection, such as circuit breakers and fuses to protect electrical circuits from overload. Familiarize yourself with the requirements for wiring methods such as conduit, cable, and raceway, and choose the appropriate method for each application. Understand the requirements for electrical equipment such as transformers, motors, and generators, and ensure they are installed and maintained properly. Be aware of the requirements for hazardous locations, such as areas with flammable gases or dust, and follow the appropriate safety precautions. Familiarize yourself with the requirements for emergency power systems, such as generators and battery backup systems, to ensure they function properly during power outages. Understand the requirements for renewable energy systems, such as solar and wind power, and ensure they are installed and connected to the electrical grid safely. Be aware of the requirements for energy efficiency, such as lighting controls and high-efficiency appliances to reduce energy consumption and costs. Familiarize yourself with the requirements for electrical inspections, and be prepared to have your work inspected by a qualified inspector. Follow the recommendations of the electrical inspector to correct any deficiencies and ensure compliance with the electrical codes. Keep accurate records of all electrical work, including permits, inspections, and materials used, for future reference. Be aware of the liabilities associated with electrical work and carry adequate insurance to protect yourself from financial losses. Continuously improve your skills and knowledge by attending training courses and workshops. Stay up to date with the latest technologies and practices in the electrical industry. Mentor aspiring electricians and share your knowledge and experience to help them succeed. Promote electrical safety and awareness in your community to prevent electrical accidents and injuries. Adhere to the highest ethical standards in your electrical work and always put safety first. These steps will help you successfully obtain electrical licensure in another state, ensuring you are qualified to work as an electrician and contribute to the safety and reliability of electrical systems. The process often includes submitting transcripts from electrical training programs, documentation of work experience under a licensed electrician, and passing a comprehensive examination. Background checks are also standard procedure to ensure public safety. State licensing boards meticulously review applications to verify the authenticity of submitted documents and the applicant's qualifications. They may also require letters of recommendation from previous employers or instructors to assess the applicant's character and work ethic. The examination typically covers a wide range of topics, including electrical theory, the National Electrical Code, local amendments, safety practices, and troubleshooting techniques. Some states also include practical assessments where applicants must demonstrate their ability to perform common electrical tasks. Maintaining an electrical license often requires ongoing professional development to stay current with industry advancements and code revisions. Many states mandate continuing education hours that cover topics such as new technologies, safety regulations, and energy efficiency practices. This commitment to continuous learning ensures that licensed electricians possess the knowledge and skills necessary to provide safe and reliable electrical services. Reciprocity agreements between states can streamline the licensing process for electricians who hold licenses in other jurisdictions. These agreements recognize the equivalency of licensing requirements and allow electricians to obtain a license in a new state without having to repeat the entire application process. However, reciprocity agreements are not universal, and the specific requirements for reciprocity vary from state to state. Electricians seeking to obtain a license through reciprocity should carefully review the requirements of the licensing board in the new state to ensure they meet all eligibility criteria. Involvement in professional organizations like NECA and IBU can provide valuable resources and support for electricians seeking licensure in other states. These organizations offer training programs, networking opportunities, and advocacy efforts that promote the interests of electrical professionals. They also provide information on licensing requirements, reciprocity agreements, and continuing education opportunities. Building relationships with other electricians in the industry can provide valuable insights and guidance on navigating the licensing process. Mentorship programs and networking events can facilitate these connections and provide a platform for sharing knowledge and experience. Consulting with experienced electricians who have successfully obtained licenses in multiple states can offer practical advice and strategies for overcoming challenges. It's worth noting that some states may have different classes of electrical licenses, such as journeyman, master, and contractor licenses, each with its own set of requirements and privileges. Electricians should determine the appropriate class of license for their experience level and career goals. The licensing board can provide guidance on selecting the appropriate license class and meeting the corresponding requirements. In addition to state-level licensing, some municipalities or local jurisdictions may have their own licensing or registration requirements for electricians. Electricians should check with local authorities to ensure they comply with all applicable regulations. Working as an electrician without the proper license can result in fines, penalties, and legal repercussions. Compliance with the licensing requirements is essential for protecting the public and ensuring the safety and integrity of electrical installations. The licensing process is designed to ensure that only qualified individuals are authorized to perform electrical work. This helps to prevent electrical accidents, protect property, and maintain the reliability of electrical systems. By following the steps outlined above and seeking guidance from relevant resources, electricians can successfully navigate the licensing process and pursue their career goals in any state.